Every 4 years, 32 nations arrive with a shared objective, but very different paths to the ultimate prize. Group F begins here, under the lights of Arlington's Dallas Stadium, marking the start of a campaign for 2 teams that define the tactical diversity of the tournament. History gives a slight edge to the Dutch, who secured a 1-0 victory the last time these sides met at the 2010 World Cup. 14 years later, the context has changed. The Netherlands enter still searching for their first title after 3 previous finals appearances, while Japan arrives as the top-ranked nation in Asia, having dominated their qualification group. This opening fixture dictates the momentum for the rest of the group. It pits the individual brilliance of Europe's elite clubs against the relentless, highly coordinated discipline of Asia's premier powerhouse. The Dutch build their entire tactical identity on a foundation of elite European defensive pedigree. Virgil van Dijk anchors that backline. He provides essential aerial dominance and organizational command, which is especially vital now as he covers for defensive injuries alongside Jan-Paul van Hecke. Japan answers that sheer physical size with specialized speed. Takefusa Kubo operates as their primary transition threat, actively searching for the exact pockets of space the Dutch defense leaves behind. This creates direct micro-battles on the edges of the pitch. Kubo will attempt to drag the Dutch fullbacks out of position, intentionally creating isolated lanes for Isa Ueda to challenge Van Dijk inside the penalty box. If a fullback steps forward a second too late, or a center-back loses their mark in the shuffle, the resulting space allows the opponent to collapse the team's entire defensive structure. Moving inward from the wings, the actual outcome of the match will be decided in the center circle. This animated diagram illustrates the Dutch objective of total possession control. By pushing a fullback up, they shift from a standard 4-3-3 into a 3-4-3 shape, intentionally overloading the midfield to dominate the ball. Frenkie de Jong serves as the crucial engine for this system. He manages the tempo of the passing and carries the ball forward to break through the opponent's first line of pressure. Conversely, this layout shows Japan's 4-2-3-1 setup. They concede possession by design, opting to build a structural trap right in the middle of the pitch to disrupt the Dutch passing rhythm. Wataru Endo is the anchor executing that trap. His primary job is to aggressively win the ball back and immediately launch his wingers into a rapid transition. The Dutch need extended possession to create scoring chances, while Japan relies on breaking that exact possession to strike. It makes the midfield a zero-sum battleground. Once the ball enters the final third, both tactical setups place massive pressure on their primary attackers to actually convert. For the Oranje, Memphis Depay carries a heavy operational burden. He is required to drop deep to create chances and stay forward to finish them. Japan takes a wider, collective approach to scoring. They rely heavily on attacking wingbacks like Yukinari Sugawara to overlap and deliver clinical crosses from the edges of the box. The historical qualification data highlights this contrast. The Netherlands generate high-volume passing sequences to find the net, while Japan boasts elite efficiency, scoring frequently from quick counterattacks. A team can hold the ball for 60% of the match and still lose if their opponent has the depth and efficiency to score on a handful of fast breaks. To evaluate these competing tactical styles objectively, we can run the specific matchups through AI match projections. This chart predicts the Netherlands controlling 58% of possession, yielding 1.8 expected goals compared to Japan's 1.2. Translating these metrics into win probabilities, the simulation favors the Netherlands at 48%, leaving a 28% probability of a draw, and Japan at 24%. The data clearly identifies a mathematical favorite, yet a near 30% chance of a draw proves that Japan's highly organized defensive structure has the capacity to heavily disrupt the Dutch system. Factoring in squad depth and tactical flexibility, our final prediction puts the Netherlands narrowly ahead with a 2-1 victory. But analytical models cannot account for the emotional stakes. Entire nations expect results from the minute the whistle blows. Japan arrives in North America with absolute squad cohesion, having set their sights on winning the tournament outright. On the opposite bench, Ronald Koeman carries the pressure of an entire footballing institution demanding a trophy to validate their historic pedigree. Group F opens with a definitive test of 2 distinct philosophies. We will see if collective execution can overcome the hierarchy of European star power.